Sam. So Sam, if you were calling a girl, and you have to introduce yourself, how would you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Sam, and I'm turning 23 this year, but I actually consider myself 23 already. I think that'll be about it, and then I'll see what she'll say after that, then I'll just plan what I'll say. I don't think I have this scripted down, because if you script it, then...
So Sam Vunzawabaya, 23 years, most eligible bachelor. Sam, tell us, what did you just tell the family? What do you do for a living?
Well, currently, I'm working as an administrator for my family's business. So I'm kind of an all-rounder. I do everything from record keeping, running around, and at the same time, I'm also into music production. So I do audio engineering. So I do people's projects, engineer projects for them, and work out mixes and masters for people. So yeah, those are the two things I'm kind of onto right now.
Nice. And what are you passionate about, Sam?
Firstly, music has been my passion since I was born. I don't know how. It just happened to me, and I've never let it go since.
That's awesome, man. And Sam, so how did you meet the Lord?
Well, firstly, I was born into a Christian family, so I was called to the Lord from birth. That is the first encounter I had with Lord from my parents teaching me about the Lord, and growing up in a family that loves the Lord and is passionate about the Lord. But then in high school is when I then discovered the Lord for myself, to say, because that was when you start having your own thoughts and when you start having your own feelings. Like, that's when I answered to an altar call. I was in about Form 4, that's about 16. I was 16 by then. That was at a church service at school. That's when I then made it a personal statement to follow the Lord. But I was born into a Christian family, and I've always never known anything but the Lord since I was born. So it's been like that.
Well, that's awesome. It's a big privilege, Sam.
Yeah, I understand.
It really is a big privilege. I think you haven't had to navigate a lot of things that other people have. Obviously, there's still life, and there's still a lot of stuff in life that you have to navigate. But just having a solid grounding and a solid foundation from which to build on, I think that in itself is a big privilege.
It's amazing. It's very amazing.
Yeah. And tell me, Sam, so what does it mean to you to belong to the family of God, to be a son of God?
It's a privilege, like you're saying. It's been a privilege, because these days, especially for a person in my generation, it's a generation we are just a generation that is loaded with information. Loaded with information, some information irrelevant, some people just doing what they please. And just to know that I'm coming from a stable, grounded family that loves me and that will accept me, and that is going to make sure I enter the kingdom of heaven, it is an amazing privilege. And I don't think there is any group or any trend or any culture that is better than that, in my opinion, for a person for my generation and age. It's an amazing privilege, and I thank God for having me in a family which I was just raised up in that way, and I've just stayed like that. And I've never had to, go look for any other. God has just called me into his family since birth, and it's been a privilege.
Sam, just something off script. What do you feel are some of the challenges that the youth within our proximity and our like in Marandera and Zimbabwe, what are some of the challenges that you have to navigate at the moment as a youth?
As a Christian, or just generally as a youth?
Just generally, like if you look out and say, hey, there's some serious stuff happening within our youth. What are some of the things that you have to navigate as a youth?
All right, let's say anxiety for the future, man, and especially in this country where everything is just not as stable. Just a little bit of uncertainty of how the environment is gonna be for us. It's just scary. In this country, you never know what tomorrow is going to be like, and you don't know if you're going to be equipped enough to be able to, to handle what the surrounding circumstance has become to. That anxiety for every Zimbabwean youth, we're just anxious of what's going to happen tomorrow, or if what my degree that I'm doing, is it going to be worth it tomorrow? Is it going to equip me even to sustain just a regular life? Am I doing the right degree? Am I doing the right course? It's just that is one anxiety, and number two, pressure, just general pressure to be something right now, and that general pressure, it's frustrating now because, the environment won't let you become what you want to be, and you feel like you start taking it upon yourself. Like you are the reason. Maybe you're incompetent with life, maybe you are slow, maybe you're not productive, you need to be counter. So it's just, the environment just wears you down sometimes, but with the grace of the Lord, you get to pick yourself up.
That's very exciting, Sam. That you can have a positive outlook, and having a foundation of faith, I think really helps you in this time. Finding a place of security and trusting God in the season. And I think many of the youth in Zim are actually faced with the same problems as you rightly said, just the uncertainty of the future. Tell me, Sam, why are you part of the Kabod family?
All right, so everything of mine is going to start being rooted from my family personally. Really, the reason why I'm part of the Kabod family personally, I just appreciate the way Kabod values family, and I've always wanted to be close and associated with the Christian family, like the New Testament Christian family, and I'm seeing it happening in my eyes, not just reading it in the Bible, and that excites me. And it's spirit-led. Christianity needs to be spirit-led, and the focus that Kabod has on how you should listen and just being in one and in sync with the Spirit is just the word I've been looking for. Because when Jesus left, the thing he left for us was the Holy Spirit. And Kabod, even in its name, it values the Spirit, Holy Spirit. And it's one thing I treasure the most about Kabod.
Tell me, Sam, if there's something that's stirring within your heart in this next season, and something that you'd like to see manifest within our church family, what would that be? Firstly,
for us to grow bigger, because I think what we have going on here, I think more people need to experience Christianity the way we value it. So I'm really looking forward to the future where we get bigger and where everyone is just compensated in this amazing family that we are building here. So I'm really looking forward to having more people in this family.
And Sam, just finally, won't you just look into the camera?
Yeah. Am I looking now?
And just say your name again.
My name is Samuel Punzawabaya.
Okay, and then I'll just give you a number as well.
I'm leaving with Danny. You can get it from Danny.
Thanks, son.